Hello, 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 hello to all of our amazing Ardyss distributors. Thank you so much for joining us once again. My name is Phillip LeBlanc, General Manager of Ardyss International, and we're here once again to give you some more powerful information to help you be absolutely successful. A couple things we're going to do tonight. We're going to talk about the formula for success. I'm also going to be going to the board here eventually, sharing with you formulas that you need to know right now that you should not just know for yourself, but you should be teaching to your other people as well. So now, let's talk about what it takes to win. The number one thing we focused on this weekend at our national leadership trip was showcases. There's one word you need to learn, memorize, understand, to hear over and over again, and that is showcases. What is the magic word? Showcases. All right, so now, the showcase. What's some of the first things you must do when we're talking about showcases? Everything comes down to preparation. When you prepare and you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So always be prepared, especially when it comes to showcase. Now, what are some things that we think are very important to have ready when you're doing a showcase? For one, you want to create an appealing environment using the Ardyss products as props and decorate your showcase. Make it look lively. Make it look like an Ardyss family environment. I recommend playing some upbeat jazz, something that doesn't have words in it, because a lot of times when you pick music that has words, this person may not like that genre of music. That person may love that genre, and you can have an imbalance. So it's always good just to have some upbeat musical, instrumental music, like upbeat jazz or some hidden beats recording, which is just basic live music of just instruments. That's a very good thing to have. The other thing, on your tables, the coffee tables around the living room, you want to have your brochures, your flyers. You want to have the Ardyss magazines. These are phenomenal tools to use for testimonies, and we're going to talk about that. So put all of that in your living room. Lay it out on the coffee table. Lay it out in the kitchen. Make sure your brochures and catalogs are strategically placed so that when you're doing the showcase, you have it as a reference. Now, if you're doing a showcase and you're in front of the room, or in front of your living room, in front of your den, wherever you're doing it at, if you put too much material right in front of them too soon, they may be sitting there reading when they should be paying attention to you. But make sure you have it available so when you do get ready to share with the individuals, you have it there for your use. All right. Make sure you have your audio and visual prepared. If you're going to play a video, always check before the meeting starts. Run the video first, stop it, turn it off, run it again, so you know when it's time to play, everything works. I can't tell you how many times I've been to a showcase and it comes time to play the video and people are sitting there pressing play because they didn't check it beforehand. So always check the video to make sure it works so you don't have any hiccups, and you're already kind of nervous sometimes when you're doing a showcase. So just check everything out. Have all your preparation material, all your flyers, all your music, and have the DVD ready and queued up. So when it's time for it, everything just flows nice and smooth. All right? So that's the preparation. Now, what's the first thing you do? Now, in the past, I've done many showcases, tons of them. But one thing I recognize, there's a new and unique way of doing your showcase. As a matter of fact, Dorothy Cook, the godmother, has been using this methodology with her teams. Now, do you think that she knows what she's doing? Maybe. She drives an all-white drop-top Phantom Rolls Royce. She generates millions in volumes. She's been a top producer, platinum president for years. So maybe she knows how to do an effective showcase. I would say so. So now, what does she do? When people first come into the house, the first thing they do is get a product experience. They don't go straight to a presentation or straight to information. The moment they walk through the door, she tells them, "Oh, hey, go back here and let me share something with you." She takes a measurement and she gives them a product experience before the presentation. So, for example, Alfredo walks into my house. "Come on in, Alfredo." You walking in. Hello, Miss Alfredo. Welcome to the party. Glad to meet you." So Alfredo comes in. I said, "Hey, so glad you came over. I appreciate you coming up. Did you come by yourself?"
"Yes."
"Oh, wow. Now you're going to have to make some friends come over later as well?"
"Yes."
I tell you what, before we start, I want to give you a product experience, okay? So I'm going to take his measurements, right? Make sure I got his measurements. Go back over here, try on the garment, and then come back after you have some samples, okay?
Okay.
So he's going to go off. He's going to try the product, and he's going to be back later. But what just happened? I'm selling him, closing him before the meeting begins. I'm closing her, selling her before the meeting begins. Why? Because once they put on their garment, Once they get that reshaping experience, then they sit down, you've already closed the sale. Can you imagine before you press play that they're sitting there in the garment, they're starting to, they're touching themselves, they're feeling on their waist area, they see the curves, they've never felt this before in years, this curvy body they now have. They're sitting up proper posture and they feel good. So now the ears are open and they're listening and attentive to what you're saying. And so now you have a perfect showcase that's about to happen. So again, first step, preparation. Then make sure when they come in, measure them, give them a product experience. And then maybe about 20, 30 minutes, you're mixing and mingling, giving product experiences. Then you bring everybody together because you're having a party. This is not a formal event. You're having a party. People are having fun. Maybe they got the garment on. They may be dancing a little bit, maybe two-stepping or whatever, but you're having fun. Then you pull everybody together, turn the music down, call everybody to in front of the TV. Now it's time to share the Ardyss message. So, again, what happens after you have fun, you're having a good time, you're having a party. Now, you want to stand in front of the room and you want to give your reshaping testimony. Hi, my name is Phillip LeBlanc, and when I use the body magic, I dropped 3 sizes instantly. I've lost 25 pounds in the last 6 months from using this product, and I feel absolutely great. Or you might, someone might come over and say, well, hi, my name is Sally, and I finally got into that dress I haven't been able to get into for a year. It's 2 sizes smaller, but I just wasn't able to fit it. I put on this garment, the panty reshaper, the bra, or the men's outfit, whatever it was, and now I can fit into this outfit that I've been trying to fit in for so long. So you shared that reshaping testimony. Then I have something I really am excited about. This has been changing my life. And this material that you're going to see right now, I believe it can change your life like it changed my life. So do me a favor and give this material, give this DVD that I'm getting ready to show you, your 100% undivided attention. Then you step out of the way, you press play, and now they're watching. And you got their whole attention for 6, 7, 8 minutes, okay? So that's very important. If you don't edify the video won't be watched. If you do not edify the video, then the video will not be watched. It's very important. So now, step 2. Once you play the video, the next thing you're going to do after the video, we talk about the opportunity of Ardyss and what it has been doing for many people financially. So now it's time to share a financial testimony. Hey, I retailed 3 body magics and I made a profit of $252. And all I did was give people a reshaping experience. That's all I did for less than an hour's worth of work. So you share that financial testimony. Or you open up the magazine and you share some other people's testimony. Here is John, or here's Bob, here's Rob, here's Michael, who did this business, and in a matter of 1 year, they generated a 6-figure income. All right? So you're sharing those testimonies right from the Ardyss material. Now, the other thing you want to do, once you've shared your financial testimony, they've seen the video, they've had an experience, now it's time to get the money. Now it's time to close a prospect because you've done everything you needed to do. And it was fun. It was a party. It was simple. And now they're ready to give you the check. So this is the moment where you want to ask who's interested in just buying the products. We love people who just want to be customers. We'll service you as a client of ours. We'll make sure that after you try this garment, if there's some other garments that you like or some other nutritional products that you like, we can service you these products on an ongoing basis. And if you want to be one of our customers, come over here and we'll make sure we take care of you. And I would take them to the kitchen, let them try a shake, look at some other nutritional products, and then go ahead and get the cash or the check that you need to close that person on a retail sale. Preferably getting the cash in your pocket, all right? So now, there may be some people that don't want to just buy the garment, but they want to build a business, and they're thinking about all the people they know who want these products. So they're looking for residual income. These individuals, what you want to do with them is you want to separate them and bring them to another area where you can start answering some of their business questions. The video did a great job for you, but they may have some additional business questions. This is a great time for you to involve your sponsor, whether they're live or through a 3-way call where you can call into them and make sure that they answer all your questions. Now, you separate for your product, you separate for your business, you divided the room into 2 where you have your customers and distributors. Now, once you collected the money, whether they were business driven or whether they were product driven, now it's time for the follow-up. Write this down. The fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. Now, we have the 72-hour rule. Now, in the 72-hour rule, we want to make sure that you go through the formula for success. The formula for success is going to tell you exactly what you need to do within the first 72 hours of their enrollment. These are for the people who's going to build a business for you, all right? Very, very important. So now, the 72-hour rule is very important. You want to start doing the Launch Your Business process. So let's go through this and talk about why this is so important. Now, let me share some tips with you. We had so many testimonies this past weekend from doing this live training where people say, if I would have known the value of this book sooner, the day you released it, I would have bought 1,000 copies. That's just reality. I'm not making this up. This is reality. Because once you realize, if you just go through this book and have everybody on your team go through this book, every single page, take a picture of it as they do it, send it back to you, in 6 months, it's impossible if you do it properly and consistently to not be at a president or higher making a 6-figure income. It's impossible because this is a proven blueprint that we've tested, we've done it, we've evaluated, we put it out to our top leaders, we've tested it ourselves, and we know what's in this book will absolutely help you win. So let's talk about the Launch Your Business process and what that means and how it operates. When you go inside your book, one of the first things you'll see is getting to know your team. On page, let's see here, page 8. Yeah, page 8. If you look at your Launch Your Business book on page 8, it talks about getting to know your support team. So many people just ignore that portion. But this is one of the most, I did 3 calls today alone, just 3 calls today, where members were asking me about some upline support. Well, I lost this upline, or this person may be doing this, or maybe refocused, and I need some more support. Now, imagine if they had filled out this form here, where it says your sponsor's upline, and then your platinum. So if your sponsor's not there, unavailable, or for whatever reason, you can go to your sponsor's upline. Now, if your sponsor's upline not there or unavailable for some reason, you can go to your platinum. There's always, all the way up to Alfredo and myself, all the way up to the owners, someone that's financially connected to your success. There's always someone that's ready to help you. So you don't have to try to, get directly enrolled, 25 levels up and try to remove your whole organization. There's somebody already there that may be 100 levels above you that's generating money from you 100 levels deep. So there's always someone in that lineage that's financially connected to your success. So you want to fill this out. It also talks about here a very important portion about the different websites we have. I don't know if you can see this. The different websites we have here at the bottom of this page on page 8. This is very important. A lot of people have not been going to these websites. Go to the I Am Ardyss blog today. Go there today and read those stories. Share them on Facebook. As a matter of fact, I challenge you. Everybody that's on this call, I'm going to give you a challenge. Before the end of the call, when we're done, I want you to go to the I Am Ardyss blog, and I want you to Facebook share 3 testimonies. All right? Here's your challenge. Once we're done, go to the I Am Ardyss blog, write that down, go to a story, read a story that you like, hit Facebook share, and I want you to share at least 3 of them tonight. All right? So do that tonight. The next page talks about determining your why. If your why doesn't make you cry, it's not strong enough. If your why doesn't make you cry, then it's not strong enough. So you have to write down what's going to be your driving factor. For me, it's my kids. I'm going to get out of bed every single day to make sure that I'm available doing this business, sharing the opportunity, prospecting, whatever it takes to make sure that my family wins. And that's the mindset you have to have. So your why has to be written, and then you need to share your why with your upline. Share your why with your upline so they know exactly what you're there for. If they know you're facing foreclosure, if they know that you're in debt, if they know that you're losing your house, if they know that you just really need to have a different life, they're going to really commit themselves to make sure they help you. So write the why down and then share it. Now, we went through a lot of numbers this weekend, and I'm going to bring some numbers to the board here and kind of show you a formula that has really been helping us throughout the entire week. Now, in order to do this, I want to bring to the forefront a gentleman that did this class with me this weekend, phenomenal pioneer of water since the English market started. As a matter of fact, when I started in July of 2008, he actually came to the corporate office that same week, and I didn't know that until like 2 or 3 years later. So he's been here pretty much the same time I have. No one would have known that, 5 years later we would be working together. He's also built his own network marketing teams, 30,000 plus members. He's also worked at other corporate offices. He's a computer genius, and I think it's proper that we always give him the proper edification, none other than our commercial director, Alfredo Roscoe. So come on in.
Hey, thank you, Philip. Thank you for those words.
I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have him write some things on the board. He's going to write here, you write on your paper, and together we're going to come up with some solutions. Now, the ultimate number that I want you to have in your head is this magic number here. The magic number that we want to get to is $2,656. That's the magic number that we're going to arrive to. Keep that number in your head. Why is that number important? Because when you're talking to your C leaders, you want them to be thinking that you can earn quickly, just from doing showcases, an extra $2,600. Now, for me, I know they can pay a house note, maybe a car note, maybe some additional bills that'll pull back some debt, right, for many people. So you want to look at this number, and we're going to show you how to get this. So now imagine a showcase, Alfredo. We have at least 5 people.
Okay.
All right, at least 5 people. Write that down on your paper. At least 5 individuals have showed up to your party. All right, your party. Now, out of these 5, I know you're awesome. I'm awesome too. But not all 5 are going to enroll. I know you're more awesome than both of us. But in reality, not everybody's going to sign up, right? Okay. Let's say one person does not sign up. You got a 0. You got a goose egg. Didn't do anything, right? Big old goose egg. We're going to kick him out the door. No, don't do that. Let's say one person will become a business builder out of this 5. Not all 3, not all 4, but one person, you know what? I want to do what you're doing. I want to make some cash flow. So one is going to be a business builder. But let's say the other 3 fell in love with the products. Absolutely fell in love with the nutrition reshaping product. So 3 are going to buy the product. All right? So now, here's what's going to happen. When you sell or share or recruit a business builder, let's start at the $199. For me personally, I love $499. I always think high. But just for training purposes, a $199 business builder pack, how much money do you make on $199? $80. All right? So we have $80. Now, let's say in this purchasing, let's say we had 3 body magics retail. All right? 3 body magics retail, that's approximately $170 each for each one, right? Let's say you also have some nutritional products. And that nutritional products retail at $40. All right? So now you got reshaping garments and you have nutrition for each one of those 3 people that purchased, right? All 3 bought a body magic and a nutritional product. You've now generated a total in production of $210 there, right? So now, for 3 people, multiply this number times 3 people, you come out with $630. All right? $630. Now, we have a profit sharing scenario with our compensation plan because obviously manufacturing, we do the labeling, we make it, and all you have to do is share it and take some profit. So a 40% profit is shared between you and I, company and distributor. So now you're going to take home, just from sharing the retail, $252. So you made $252 in retail profit. You made $80 in the business builder profit. So let's put that up here. Your total, $80 from a business builder and $252 from your retail for a total of $332 for one showcase. One showcase. Now, the formula that we're using is 2 showcases a week, 4 times a month. So that's 8 showcases. So let's calculate if you did this 8 times, 2 showcases a week times 4 times, which is 4 weeks, right? Each week. That's a total of 8 showcases. And you come up with the number $2,656. Is that not amazing? Can you imagine just by doing the activity with just 5 people doing this, starting out each one of your showcases, this ratio, that you can have $2,656. It's that simple. Now, let me blow your mind a little further. Flip your paper over, and I'm going to show you a magic formula that even if you lost your entire team, even if you say, Alfredo, I don't like your tie, I don't like your suit, so I'm not going to work with you anymore. I'm going to get a new team. I only have one person left. Then we're going to show you how to still be successful. Because I know a lot of times, Alfredo, people say, well, my team is not working. People have left. All humbug, right? But you can still be successful with just a little amount of people. So we're going to show you how that works. So let's say you only have one person on your team. One person on your team. Now, the formula is going to stay the same. 2 showcases a week, 4 times a month, right? That equals 8, right? Now, if you multiply that times $300 average per showcase, you're going to come up with how much volume, 2,400 in volume that you've produced from just one person on your team. One person on your team, 2 showcases a week, 4 times a month, right? $300 average. Put a dollar sign here for me. Dollar sign. 2,400 in volume. Is that not awesome? Now, what happened if you had 3 people, Alfredo? Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, you're a supervisor. You are now a supervisor in Ardyss International. Now, what happens when you're supervisor? If you're brand new, now think about this. Remember, I said be leaders. You are teaching this to your new people, to your new C's, to your brand new people. So their first month, they can be a supervisor, getting additional monies, getting the Rising Star watch, the Rising Star pen, the certificate, recognized on stage. Now you have a long-term business building, all right? Let's say you have 3 people times 2. We can just 2 times a month, 4 times a week total. We're going to have 24 showcases. See that? 3 people, all 3 are doing 2 showcases a week, 4 times a month. That means we have 24 showcases. In 24 showcases, we're going to generate $300 for each of those showcases. That's going to give us $7,200 in volume for the month. Congratulations, Alfredo. You are Manager A. Now you're going to start seeing rank bonuses and Power Star charts going up. Phenomenal. Now, let's say you have 5 people on your team. How many? 5. Just 5 people. Not 50, not 500, 5. With just 5 people on your team going to the same formula, you got 40 showcases, $300 a month. That's going to give you $12,000 in volume. Congratulations, your brand new people have just now qualified to go to the National Leadership Trip next year, Presidential School, and now they're on their way to being successful as a Manager B. All right? Now, President's right around the corner. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have 8 people doing the same thing, 8 people on the team, 2 showcases a week, 4 times a month, 64 showcases, $300 per showcase, a total of $19,200 in volume. You're a director. Now, here comes the fun, Alfredo. Drum roll. Watch this. So many of you think that you need a huge team in order to become a president in this company. Our presidential ranks are one of the most elite ranks in this company. And everybody that's on this call, what we're commissioned to do, what we're called to do, what our vision, our mission is that every single B leader become a paid as president at Extravaganza next year. He's committed to it. I'm committed to it. We have 300 plus B leaders on it. We have a lot of managers, but there's only 300 and something B leaders. We are fighting. We will have all of you as paid as presidents by Extravaganza next year. But here's the formula you need to study in order to make that happen. 17 people. That's it. 17 people on your team doing the activity of 2 times a week, 4 times a month, gives you 136 showcases. $300 average at the showcase is going to give you $40,800 in volume. Congratulations, you're a president, walking across stage, getting a nice, beautiful plaque as a president of Ardyss International. That's what your goal should be. Now, if you're already up at the manager stage, you're up at the manager B stage, you're already close to president, now it's time to really kick it in gear and go ahead and put on the blue jacket. Would you think that would be a nice thing? Let's just go a little step further and put you in a blue jacket. 42 people on your team, because you got a big team that's running and gunning now, right? 2 times a week, 4 times a month, 336 showcases, $300 per showcase. You now have did 100,000 in volume, 100,800. It is 8. Give me that extra 800. You're Blue Jacket. You're an executive president in this company with just 42 people on your team. Just 42. That's all it takes. 42, 2 times a week, 4 times a month, 336 showcases, $300, 100,000 in volume. You're on your way to being successful. So now, what you need to focus on is this formula so you can show it to your brand new people, and you need to understand the first formula we showed you, how to generate right now money in every showcase. And you do that by having an average of 5 people, 1 doing nothing, 1 coming as a business builder, 3 retailing, and getting yourself well over 2,000 in showcase money just from doing this activity. If you want to go big, you don't want to play around with this thing, you want to get mad, you want to make a decision and go ahead and get the money at the level of success that you deserve, follow this formula and do the activity, and it's impossible not to win.